St. Mary, the landlord says that the tenant had been acting irrationally and snapping at people in recent weeks. He says that the tenant apparently just lost his job and he was confronting him about possibly kicking him out. That's when the tenant lunged at him with a knife. This morning, newly obtained surveillance video shows part of the confrontation that led up to the fatal shooting. The argument starting inside this communal kitchen of this apartment building, 2131 Prospect Avenue in the Bronx, just after 7:30 Monday night.
Coming over as a male stubbs, face the purpose of male black, is in the apartment on the first floor.
The landlord, who asked that we not show his face, narrating what happened.
Was struggling for the knife, he won't let go.
That's him on the left of the screen. His 52-year-old tenant on the right, armed with what he says was a box cutter. The tenant seen lunging at the landlord. The landlord's employee comes into the room trying to help. But the landlord says he was eventually able to wrestle the knife out of the 52-year-old's hand. But then he says the tenant went back to his apartment and came back with a bigger weapon, what police describe as a military-grade knife. Police officers arrived to find the men at the intersection of Prospect and 181st Street.
The officers confronted this subject and repeatedly directed him to drop the knife. The subject then turned towards the officers with the knife in hand, and the two officers discharged a firearm, striking the subject.
Meanwhile, another group of officers was on their way to the scene as backup in this patrol car, smashing into a utility pole at 180th and Belmont as they raced to help.
When I looked over to the left, I heard the screeching, and then bang, boom, they hit the light pole there.
The 52-year-old man was rushed to St. Barnabas Hospital where he died. Some residents questioning the use of deadly force.
He shouldn't have had a knife, man. Maybe he should have dropped it, but they didn't have to kill him.
But the landlord says the shooting was justified.
Put down the knife. 6 to 7 to any end, he just wouldn't put down the knife. He kept saying, kill me, kill me, kill me.
Now, police body camera video, cameras, I should say, were recording video of the confrontation. That has not yet been released by the NYPD. As for the officers involved in the shooting, we're told one of them has been on the force for 3 years. The other has been with the department for 2. We're live this morning from the Belmont section of the Bronx. Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.